If you are stuck on figuring out what type of Shopify store to create for your dropshipping journey, then keep watching this video. What is up, everybody? Fred Lam here, and welcome to my YouTube channel where you get to learn everything on how to build, grow, and scale an online business. Now, more specifically, if you go into my YouTube channel, you will see an entire Shopify masterclass where I revealed all the how-tos, strategies, and tips for you to get started to make money by building a Shopify dropshipping business. Now, in today's video, I'm going to address one common question that I get asked all the time when it comes to creating a Shopify dropshipping business, which is what type of store should I be creating? And in this video, I'm going to answer it for you and to share with you my best recommendation, especially if you are just starting out. But before we get into this, please help me smash the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so that each time I release a brand new video, you're gonna get notified right away. So first thing first, when it comes to creating a Shopify dropshipping business, you literally have access to millions of products to sell. Now, your store should not be selling millions of products. After all, it's gonna waste a lot of time, effort, and money for you to actually even have thousands, let alone millions of products into your store. This is why you need to actually start with a specific type of store so that you can actually get up and running as quickly as possible to start testing product. However, if you start going onto YouTube or following other influencers, you would have heard that there are three types of stores that you can create. First is called the general store. The second is called the niche store. And the last one is called a one product store. And in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what these type of stores are and also what my recommendations are at the very end for you if you are truly just getting started. So with that being said, let's dive right in. Now let's start with store type number one, which is general store. Now, the general store is essentially a store that literally sells anything and everything. Imagine you are creating a Walmart where you are essentially having everything from clothing, apparels, kitchen gadgets, electronics, consumer gadgets, you name it. So all you're really doing is that you are creating a store that houses almost every product that you are wanting to put onto your website and start selling online. Now, the good side of having a general store is that you can actually create a launch pad for you to quickly go and find products and not be restricted to a particular niche. After all, having a general store, you can actually start uploading whatever products you find through your research, and you can actually start testing it right away without creating a specific store just for that niche. However, the downside with general store is that people are not going to build a relationship with you. They are just coming to your store for the deals. So at the end of the day, what you're going to be getting are a lot of deal hunters. People that will just come to your store because you have products at the lowest cost. And if someone can actually beat your cost, they're going to actually go to someone else. And you are going to actually leave yourself very vulnerable when it comes to creating a Shopify dropshipping business. Now, at the end of the day, general store isn't a bad thing because if you are unsure on exactly what niche to start and you're just dabbling into the Shopify dropshipping business journey, you can actually create a general store to get your feet wet. However, it's not built for long-term success. You're really just creating a general store just to rapid test products and not be restricted with the product selection. Now, type number two is called the niche store. When it comes to a niche store, you are going after a specific segment of people that shares similar interests and also similar behaviors. Let's give you a perfect example. A hunting store is a niche store. After all, you are selling hunting supplies or hunting gadgets. But when it comes to a niche store, you gotta also figure out something called the lateral niche. These are niches that really revolves around your main niche. So let me give you an example. Let's say hunting. You're starting out, creating a hunting store, but there are going to be limitations on what products you can sell. After all, there may be only a couple hundred different types of products that you can sell in the hunting niche. So that is going to actually affect the growth of your store. This is why when you're starting out with the niche store, you gotta think of lateral niche. What else or what other niches are similar to the hunting niche? Well, let's say camping, fishing are really going to be called lateral niche because they are somewhat tied to the hunting niche. It shares the same type of audience and you can actually introduce these products to these individuals. Now, the downside of having a niche store is limitation of products because you won't be able to just upload any random products for you to start selling, and you shouldn't do so. Because if you do that, you're actually going to affect the conversion of your store. Because when your store is all about, let's say, hunting, and they come and see consumer gadgets on your store listed, they know for a fact that your consumer are not going to buy because you are creating a drop shipping store. And nowadays, consumers are getting smarter and smarter each day. So with that being said, with the limitation of products, to overcome that, as I said, we'll need to actually go after lateral niche. Now, the good side about a niche store is that number one, you can brand it properly. And number two, you can also establish a relationship with all your customers and prospects because you know they're on your website or buying from you for one reason, because they are into your niche. And I'm going to continuously use hunting as an example. If I got a customer that goes to my store or abandoned the carts in my store that is all about hunting, guess what? I know that my customers, my database, are all revolving around hunting. I can actually share content about hunting to build a relationship with them and start selling them more products. It's actually easier to establish a relationship with your customers by having a niche store because you guys will have something in common to talk about and to create conversation. And by doing so, you are going to have better average order value and also higher LTV, which stands for lifetime customer value, which now is more and more important when it comes to building a Shopify dropshipping business. So at the end of the day, the other downside of the store is that if you chose the wrong niche, you probably need to restart again and to create a brand new store, brand new domain, and all those other things. This is why you gotta make sure that you do your research and that you are living within the niche yourself. Because if you are not living in the niche on knowing what people are liking, what they're talking about, what their problems are, and if you aren't in the niche, it's gonna be very hard for you to find products. Now, the third type, which is the last type, is called the one product store. There are a lot of people that say that one product stores work phenomenally well. And the answer is yes, it does work really well. However, you only go after a one product store once you know a product is working from an advertising standpoint. But let me take a step back. What is a one product store? A one product store is essentially a store that sells just one product. And that is oftentimes a winning product. And there's nothing else that people can buy. Right on your website, it talks only about that one product. Everything is about that one product, and you only increase your average order value through essentially upsells. Now, like I said, one product store can actually work well when it comes to branding because a lot of products that are selling well are really just one company, one product, and they scale. But at the end of the day, you gotta ensure that you have a winning product first before you can even create a one product store. Because if you don't, you're gonna waste a lot of time, money, and effort onto that one store, and you would actually reset again and again and again and again. So at the end of the day, one product store can do well, but I don't recommend it, and it's only for advanced Shopify store owners that already have a proven product to actually go and create a one product store. But now it comes down to the most important question. Fred, if I'm starting new, what's your recommendation? My recommendation is starting with a niche store. I don't like creating a general store. Yes, if you really want to get started right away and you want to actually get your feet wet, a general store may make sense. However, it's not built for long-term success. I would rather have you focus on some time on researching a particular niche that you know a lot about and start within that niche first. And with that niche, you still get to actually test a lot of products. And while you're doing so, you get to also build a relationship with all your customers. And if you, inside your niche store, and you found a winning product that's just taking off, you can potentially then look into creating a one product store just for that specific product. And when you do so, you should actually start moving away from drop shipping and potentially inventorize your product for your one product store. So at the end of the day, it really boils down into where you are at. I've always say this, start with a niche store. It's going to position your store the right way, and also you still have the opportunity to really establish a relationship with your customers, because these customers, once they become your customers and they bought from you, to convince them to buy more from you, it's going to be a lot easier. Now, I know that for some of you, it's still a little bit overwhelming and over your head. Listen, if you are wanting to learn how to create a Shopify dropshipping business to start generating income online, I got a free course for you right in the video description right down below that you can actually get 100% free. It's the exact system that my student used to generate over $47 million online. So with that being said, again, if you're just starting out, rewatch this video, determine which type of store you wanted to create. I talked about both pros and cons and also what my recommendation is. And if you enjoyed this video, please help me smash the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so that each time I release a brand new video, you're going to get notified right away. Till next time.